There is another question here that recently someone in a discussion mentioned that NRA generals grabbed houses and property in Kololo and other parts of the country. General, are you able to account for your wealth given the salary that you earned as a general? I need to add that even as an MP at the East African or EALA MP.
I lived in two houses in Kololo. The first house I lived in, I think, was Plot 2, Prince Charles. And then subsequently, I lived in another house on below the United States of American Embassy. Both houses were custodian board houses, and I vacated them. I moved out of those two houses. I think subsequently, one of them used to have an embassy. I don't know which embassy. I don't know who's in the second house, but they're private properties. I never possessed them at all.
How can Ugandans fight for what is right or just?
Basically, I never bought any custodian board house. Maybe that's what one would need to have clarification on, whether in Kororo or in any other part of Kampala. The only house which I ever possessed, I bought from a public servant. Those houses which were for public service. I bought from a public servant who had possessed it. And at some point, I just disposed of it because of some bank challenges.
Why didn't you buy any of those houses when your friends were rushing for them, General?
Yeah, I look at things long term myself. Everything I do in my life.
What is that long-term implication that you feared?
Everything I do in my life, I look at the implications of it. If we had established a system where there would be transparency in terms of managing national resources, then I would have felt comfortable because anything that would be done would be transparent. But for a long time, I could see that greed was driving quite a number of senior leaders. And I knew that they were going to do many, many mistakes. And you know, when they make mistakes, and you're also part of maybe such a process, it would be very difficult for you to explain yourself, you know, out of such a situation. So I would just keep away from things that I would know would eventually cause controversy.